Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing the flip through of the second half of my project life for 2021. So if you haven't caught the first half, I will link that video below. I always do 2 albums every year for my PL, and of course I mix that in with all of my layouts and all that kind of good stuff. So I'll link that below. I'll also link the playlist for all of the weeks for Project Life. There is a process video for each week of the year. So if you haven't caught up on those, you might want to binge those at some point. I love doing that. I love when people have Project Life videos especially. So if you know of any good channels that have Project Life, I definitely watch all the big names, but I would love to hear about them because I'm always looking for new Project Life videos to watch. So here we're just going to dive right in. Now the first four spreads here I think are in that first flip through, so you might really recognize these a lot, but I ended up moving these spreads into this album. So yeah, you might be seeing these for the second time, but let's just dive right in. So for this first one, I'm definitely using some Studio Calico printables. I'm using those throughout these first few layouts. I think over like last summer 2021 they did some kind of deal where you could get their printable kits for $1, so I stocked up on those. So I'm definitely using a lot of cards from there. And this just feels very summery to me. We have Mono getting his puppuccino, Bubble Tea, Big Brother, all of that kind of fun stuff. So I really like the way that this layout turned out. During this time, I was still working at my office job that I quit over the summer, but I was working super part-time. So yeah, so during this week, I colored my hair pink. Will was guest spotting in Oxford, and now he actually works there every Friday and Saturday, seeing my friends. This feels like a stash week. I think maybe some Ellie Studio potentially, and then just some other stuff from my stash. But I really like the way that those colorful alphas look from Pink Fresh Studio. Then we move on, definitely some more Studio Calico here. I love the big stamped week card. My parents were at the beach, so I always ask for a selfie, and then we doggy sit their dog Mono. So that was a lot of what was going on this week. I was also on the BFF Sticker Club Live, so that was exciting on their Instagram. We had the Delta variant of COVID, popping up, so had to document that. I definitely don't document COVID as much as I did in 2020, of course, but whenever there's something noteworthy going on, I like to include it in my album. So I think this is the last one that was in that previous flip through. So more printable cards during this time. A lot of just kind of celebrating with Will because I officially completed my office job and was free. So have a little flip up down here as well. And this was a sweet text from a couple of my coworkers who I definitely miss so much. Also updated our internet, which was huge. I love this like big circle card to add in the journaling. I thought that was kind of fun. Then this layout, this was my first uh, design team page for Nellie and Clem, so that was pretty exciting. I used a summertime kit, so I'm loving all of the bright colors and summer vibes. So I love this picture of Poppy looking at Will. She's definitely a daddy's girl, so it's just really cute to have that photo. Also, over here, this is a little Insta story that I just screenshotted of myself, but I was basically really excited because this was the first time that our dining room table was this clean in so long, because that's where I did all of my office work. So I had computers on there and, all of my files and stuff. So it was so awesome to have that completely cleaned off. So this color scheme was quite interesting. A lot of neutral pictures with just like little pops of, there was some kind of green and pink down here. This word girls was in green here. So I kind of went with that color scheme. So kind of different, but I really liked the way that it looked. And I remember having fun looking through all of my cards to try to just find random things that would match. Here's where Poppy chewed up our phone charger and my computer charger. So that was a good time. Speaking of Poppy, this was her gotcha day. So sometimes I will just include 6x8 photos just in the regular 6x8 page protectors just for a little added something, and I'll just add those right into the album. This was my second design team project that I worked on for Nellie and Clem using those same summertime printables. Loved those. And I definitely drink bubble tea all the time, but I just love I love the summertime vibes of the bubble tea pictures. I think that they're so cute. So I really love the way that that layout turned out. Then on the back, this week was all about my friend Casey's baby shower. So that was really exciting. I tried to use a lot of fun things from my stash of rainbows and hearts, and I tried to keep it really light and airy. And I love having all of the photos here in the middle of the spread. I thought that that was pretty cute. Added on the few little A's because I knew that her baby was going to be named Andy, of course. Then we have Good Baby Vibes, which I just like the way that that kind of two different fonts of the title work together. So I thought that that was pretty cute. Here I'm still kind of going with mostly stash at this point. So just different things out of my stash, but once again, mostly just bits about her baby shower. One thing that was kind of cool is that it happened to be on National Rainbow Baby Day, and Casey had had a miscarriage previously. So it was just really kind of cool to get to celebrate the miracle that Andy is. So that was really neat. And besides that, we got bubble tea. I dyed my hair bright pink. So kind of just some other little random things that happened throughout the week. Okay, then this one. So this was mine and Will's big weekend away to Atlanta where we went to the Friends Experience pop-up, which was so fun. And another thing that was super cool was that Nellie and Clem had these Friends themed cards in her, or kit in her Etsy shop. So that was super awesome, and just like really, I think made these pictures pop off so well being able to use the Nellie and Clem kit. So I had a lot of fun documenting these. And then we have the other side here, and there is a 12 by 12 in the middle. So I'll show you that one in just a second, but we'll go ahead and look at this second side. So I had so many photos. So I just love the way that all that ended up turning out. I have some little flip ups here. So many pictures. I have another flip up here at the bottom. So I'm really glad I was able to document so much from the trip and to have all of the fun Friends themed cards. And then here I also did a couple layouts. So this is the layout. I called it the best part of ATL, and it's all about the food that we ate, which I thought was pretty fun. And then on the back, we have the World of Coca-Cola that we also went to. And I loved both of these layouts because I included like 5 or 6 pictures on each layout, which I thought was pretty fun. So love that. Then on the back, we just have kind of some slower weeks here with just random things, not even any pictures of people or anything. So have some documenting about mine and Will's 2-year wedding anniversary. Here's where the FDA approved the Pfizer vaccine. So that was pretty cool. Here's a picture of Poppy and my friend Lauren, who has one of Poppy's puppies, Rocky. They were laying the same way with like their leg up in the air. So I had to document that. So just some cute little bits from the week. It looks like some Ellie Studio cards here, if I had to guess. More Ellie Studio over here, along with a few things from my stash. Another kind of random week. I love using the stamped numbers. I think that's super cute. So we just have some food we were eating, a painting that Will was working on, and then had to document the cookout from Big Brother, which was the first all-black alliance on Big Brother, because this was the first time that there was enough people of color on there to even stand a chance. And actually it was the first black winner as well. So just really monumental for Big Brother, and it's my favorite show ever. So I was super excited to see that they had you know, kind of moved on into this century. So super happy about that. But anyway, okay, so on to the next. This looks like some more Ellie Studio cards. I did a large like stamping up here for week 37. This was the week that me and my mom went to see Alanis Morissette in Nashville. Super fun. We had such a great time. Very photo heavy because I wanted to include a lot of pictures. So not a ton of cards, but I tried to just do a good mix to get in the blues and the pinks and a lot of the colors of the photos. And the photos had so much going on, I didn't want to add too many embellishments. Here's a couple of postcards. And then I actually have also a little insert here to add in a few other pictures, our tickets, our hotel key, all that kind of fun stuff here. So just had a blast, and I love the way that all these photos turned out. Here we have more Ellie Studio cards for sure, and this was a very autumn themed page here at the end of September, and this was when baby Andy was born. So how exciting is that? Loved adding that to my album. Besides that, we also have a picture of Casey at the bottom. Will was in Portland on a trip with his friend during this time, getting out all of the Halloween stuff. And then when you flip it over, it's now Halloween time. So over the month of October, I definitely used a ton of products from the Prima 31 collection. That's what I used for October Daily. So I was using it all in here as well. So we have the house decorated and getting some bubble tea, some pretty pumpkins that I saw. And of course, October 1st was whenever I launched my Patreon. So just such a huge thing for me. That information is below if you want to check it out, but super fun and just like a really special community for me. So I love that I'm able to document them throughout my album. This was another 12 by 12 page that I did. I'm trying to kind of avoid that glare. There we go. This is also a process video on my page. So this was whenever I met baby Andy for the first time. She's wearing her cute little onesie that I got her that says Aunt Lay loves me. Just adorable. I named it Instant Besties. And I also used the Prima 31 collection for this one and for this one as well. So I also celebrated my 35th birthday on October 10th. Did a little shaker here using a page protector and have some hidden text messages from my friends. Speaking of, here's a birthday card. And then here I used the Prima 31 one last time to document my birthday week. I blew up this photo of my birthday cake there that says 35 on it and have a few other pictures from the week. So I really like the way that that turned out. Then on the back, we're using Nellie and Clem for both of these spreads. So this was one of the Halloween kits that she has, and I thought that it was so fun, worked so well for my photos. So had a lot of stuff going on here in the middle of the week. For Patreon, I had 2 Halloween Zooms, which were super fun. So of course I had to document that, and then I was a part of 2 other Halloween themed Zooms. So I dressed up a lot, have my Happy Mail here for Patreon, made cookies with my mom, lots of fun activities. On into here, we have the other 2 Zooms that were going on and just other little magical October moments. So love that. And then we have actual Halloween. So I think I was using mostly printables from Humble and Create, made or carved pumpkins with my mom. Me and Will went and saw Dune, and that was the first time we'd been in the movie theaters basically since COVID. So last Christmas of 2020, we did rent out a theater to see Christmas Vacation, but it was just us in the theater room. But first time we were at like a real movie, regular movie. So this was another design team page for Nellie and Clem, and I had a pretty slow week, so I once again blew up this beautiful photo of baby Andy and then added a little picture of me and her at the bottom. This was a fall kit, obviously with the fall y'all and different things like that. I did reach 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, so I had to document that. And down here at the bottom, this was when Will was officially starting his Oxford weekends, where he's working Friday and Saturday in Oxford. Then we're into mid-November, and here is where me and my mom went to Disney. So I did just use things out of my stash, and I love the way that this looked. I have some stickers from Social Paper Plan. Just love the Disney photos. You can't really go wrong, so super enjoyed that. I have some park maps here. We went to Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom and Epcot. We actually didn't make it over to Hollywood Studios during this trip, but I have the park maps for those. Then here in the middle, I did a little layout of all of my Disney selfies and told a few of the stories from the trip, which was nice. And then on the back, I also have one with my mom. Please send coffee. Told a few other little stories. And I love the way that these layouts turned out. I love this Heidi and Swap. Y'all, can you believe me? Heidi Swap. Carefree collection paper there. But speaking of my tongue twisters, I have recorded this video so many times, and that's why I don't even care that I just flubbed up, because every time I've tried to record this, my dogs barked, Penny got a squeak toy. I just have had so many issues. So you just be proud of me that I got this done. So here's the other side of the Disney page. Love the way that turned out. Then two very kind of autumnal looking pages here with some, this looks like mostly from Ellie Studio, but also just from my stash of just random things going on. My Patreon Zoom. We saw Will's family for an early Thanksgiving, so we have those pictures at the bottom. And here I have this little page that I actually just made off camera, so I have like some info about my Patreon and stuff, which I was really excited. Some stickers that I made. And then I was a guest designer for a Citrus Twist, so I wanted to include that. And then here's just some of the stickers that I had created for Patreon. So just some cute little stickers that that I made for my patrons that are at the Happy Mail level. Will made that one of me. So of course I had to keep one of all my stickers. So I made this little pocket, and then all of them can just go in there. It's pretty cute. Then on this side, looks like stash again, some Ellie Studio. This is from Humble and Create, and this is all about our Thanksgiving week. So love that. And then we'll get into Christmas. So we have mostly things from Pink Fresh Studio, the Holiday Magic collection, which I used for my December daily as well. So just kind of day-to-day life. And I love how I was able to document different things throughout Project Life than are in my December daily. So the drive-in is in December daily, but these other photos aren't. So I really liked that I was able to tell some different stories. And sometimes I did tell some of the same ones, like over here, but that's bound to happen, you know, during this type of daily documenting. But I really like the way that that looked. And then I was using the Apollo Alpha stamp from Feed Your Craft a lot. So I have that there. Here's where Will got in that car wreck. I used a Dunkin' napkin there. And I really love the way that all these turned out. Here's some of my Christmas cards. I'm just going to kind of stick those over here. This was a fun layout that I made of me and Penny. Some of the cute photos. That's still from the Pink Fresh line, as is this one of me and Andy and Casey and Shelby. Nearing the end here, this is actually Christmas week. I love the way that this spread turned out. I just think it's really, really pretty and just a lot of great memories. And then week 52, we have some Nellie and Clem printables again. If you know, you know about Dumpster showing back up. The story is in my process video. Lots of fun things from the new year. And then I did just recently do this little layout, Goodbye 2021, where I included a selfie and a lot of journaling about our year, which I thought was fun. I used a lot of stuff from the Amy Tan, Brave and Bold, and also Heidi Swap. And then these alphas are from Vicky Booten. So just kind of some random stuff that I had bought recently. And then the last layout is of just some of Will's tattoos that he has been doing, you know, over the past few months. I like to kind of update about that throughout as well. So that is the last one. So that's it, guys. We managed to make it through the entire album. So I hope that you enjoyed this flip through. Once again, like all of the process videos and a lot of the layout processes are on my channel. So definitely give those a look if you're interested. Sorry about the glare during this. I know it's going to be really bad, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this flip through of my album. Project Life is just my favorite thing to document throughout the year. It brings me so much joy, and I love that I'm able to have you guys follow along with me. So if you did enjoy this album, please give my video a like. Please also consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will talk to you soon in the next video, guys. Bye, y'all.